Did you like the song? I wrote that for you.
I love it.
Welcome to the OK Taco Show, everybody. Today is the 23rd of August, 2023. So it's 082323 for all of you people who go by the Roman numeral numbers for days or whatever. If you go by numerics, if you go by the Dewey Decimal System of counting days, it's 08232023. And just use that as your guys' winning lotto combination. You guys should have a pretty good day. But we live like it's August 8th. I'm Conrad, and this is James. Thick James, everybody.
I go by the thing where you put four lines for the day, line for the day, and then you put a line through
on the fifth day.
Yeah, so.
That's Roman numerals.
No, it's not.
Well, no, it's not.
It looks like it's a. Imagine a piece of paper.
Okay.
And then imagine four lines.
All right.
And then you put one diagonal across it.
What time would that be?
We don't have time is not available.
I don't know. That's James, everybody. I don't know what he's talking about. What are you talking about? Am I imagining it? Is this a real thing?
Yes.
What are you talking about? 4 lines. Okay. I'm imagining a piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. Just a blank piece of paper.
There's 4 lines for each. There's 7 days in a week.
Okay. Yeah.
Mine only has 5.
Your week only has 5?
Yeah.
So you're just talking about you go by the Thick James personal calendar is a 4-day week kind of so hours are different and days are different.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Or are you saying that there is an actual time thing that I should be imagining that goes with 4 lines?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, 4 lines.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
What?
What do you mean what?
I tell you, I have trouble reading.
I know. It's nothing to do with reading. Is there a unit of time that is measured the way you're describing? Or are you making it up?
I'm making it up.
Are you?
I know.
I don't.
Look at the. Do you know why I look at the notebook paper? It's lots of lines, lots of days.
Anyways, that's Thick James. That's who we have here at a taco shop in Davenport, Oklahoma on Route 66. This is the OK Taco Show. You can find more information about us on Facebook at the OK Taco Show Facebook page. If you have Facebook, if you've not opted up to sell your life to advertisers for no money, good on you, buddy. And you can just find our information. Just go to Patreon to listen to the shows. Or if you want to support us, you could also go to oktacocompany.com. And there's many ways that you can help us. Buy a shirt that says Tuesday is Soylent Green Day, which is mished up human meat. And it's what we were making jokes about. That's a movie. Maybe you guys have seen it. It's a book first. I think they burned it. So anyways, you can support us by going to oktacocompany.com. And since I've last spoke to you, James is he's already back from Texas since I last spoke to you, but he's back in the shop. He wanted to stay a little later because we did a late night show last time, and so I asked him tonight if he wanted to stay a little later to do it rather than try to squeeze it in. Because inevitably, if we try to do this show during the day, people will come. That's even as slow as we are, and we are slow. We're like the Forrest Gump with the braces on his legs.
We're like the snails without salt.
Yeah, we're snailing around. We're slower than snails, buddy. And it's hotter than crap outside. Thanks, Greta Thunberg, or whoever's involved in that. But anyways, we just said we're going to stick around a little later. So there's a couple of changes on this show compared to last show. Number 1 is James is here. Number 2 is we got a story about there's another 77 Airstream sitting outside. That was an adventure that I went on over the weekend, so we can talk about that a little bit. I got some world news stories that people should be paying close attention to, but I don't think that they are. I mean, I don't know where the national attention is right now. It's either on the GOP primary debates or it's on possibly the assistance and help of the Maui fires and all that stuff. That seems to be kind of where the big topics are right now, from what I can see on the news.
Conrad.
Yeah.
I see it on my Apple One Macintosh.
Okay, or you can find it on your old Apple One Mac if you have one. But anyways, that's the news worldwide. And then James has brought in his own news stories, and I have a different story that's worldwide news. And I don't think James even knows that this happened or is happening. But I'm going to explain it again, not only to you, James, but to the audience. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. And I don't really care about the parallel universe I'm living in with my own existence and what I'm consuming on entertainment and what is actually happening in the world and whatever reality is. Those are the parallel universes that seem to be real weird. But in the movie or the TV series on Apple TV, you could probably watch it on your Mac One, there's a show called For All Mankind, and it's a space show. But the whole point of the show is imagine what it would have been like in the 60s had the Russians landed on the moon before the Americans landed on the moon and put man on the moon first, and all of the differences and then they start at that point. So the show is filmed as if Richie Cunningham is driving his Corvette over to NASA. I mean, it looks like it's that kind of time. Cool. And so men are coming home drunk and beating their wives. It's a great series. I mean, as far as if you want to harken back to times that, people were landing on the moon, things were going pretty good in a domestic way for a lot of white men out there. For the rest of the people, looked pretty shady. I mean, women had to wear the dresses and make the pies and still get their ass beat at night if the drink wasn't made. But either way, shit was getting done, is what I'm saying, in the show. And possibly in real life back then. I don't know.
Hey, Conrad.
Yeah.
So,
but let me.
Okay,
go ahead. No, you go ahead. You interrupted me.
It's not very much. It's not very much.
You say it.
I was just going to say.
What is it?
Do you think that if we go to the moon, do you think they have? Is that where the moon pies come from?
Well, I'm glad you bring it up because here's what I'm getting at. Okay, and I don't want to foreshadow too much, so let me go back a couple steps. Okay. All right. Do you remember when? You lived with me in Hayesville, Kansas, as adults in a house that we nicknamed the Blumpkin.
Yeah.
Hayesville, for all of you people who don't know, is a town in Kansas, a suburb of Wichita. It's the kind of place that when you tell people you're from there, they sigh. You know what I mean? When you meet new people in your life and they're like, well, where do you live? And you say Hayesville, they go, oh. It's a lot like that. And I don't know to compare it to in Oklahoma. Maybe Shawnee is kind of like that. There's sometimes it feels like when you say you're going to Shawnee, everyone's like, because it's just it doesn't have the amenities you want. It feels unsafe. All of those things existed in Hayesville. And James and I were lucky enough to start our adulthood together in a tiny house that we both worked on with our father back then to get ready for our manhood, our time to learn how to be men on our own, a few miles away from our parents' home, living in this house. That was next to probably drug dealers and drug users.
And motorcycle guy.
Yeah, I'd say that. Would you think that we lived in Hayesville, we lived in the part of Hayesville that people would not want to go. I mean, it seemed vacant, other than people that enjoy the pleasure of drug, whether selling or using, or domestic violence. A lot of these people seem to enjoy that. But oftentimes, as we lived in this house, when we would want to escape a home that had multiple people in it at once, we would walk down our street, down on Blumpkin Avenue, down Turkle, if you guys want to look that up, down Turkle Street to a convenience store called Sahib's. James and I would go to Sahib's every day. The gentleman that worked at Sahib's knew us by face only. He knew our names as Boss and Hey Big Man. Typically, it was one or the other. But they were not reserved for either one of us. Both of us at any time could be a boss or a big man. This gentleman, as you remember, Mr. Sahib, seemed to be of Indian descent, I would say, and was either a very important Indian man or working as a telemarketer while running a convenience store in Hayesville.
Yeah, he was always on the phone.
Because this gentleman never put the phone down. And moving on throughout life, I would notice that certain convenience stores, BP's, Valero's, and whatever this place was, it might have been a BP. It's like the dinosaur one. Whatever that is.
It's Sinclair.
Sinclair.
That's one, and we're in our town.
But what happens is, at certain ones of these, for some reason, either food goes rotten or incense mixed with fast food, convenience-style rollers, the incense that people from an India country might burn, when they're burning those incense in a convenience store, it mixes with the aroma of a bagged chili, of a egg roll roller, of a hot deli express sandwich. It mixes with the aroma, the incense, and the elephant treats and all the shit that's over there by the cash register, the boner pills, and all the stuff that's over there
and
by the gentleman.
Condoms.
His condoms, and the gentleman that's on the phone talking about the bomb codes in India or whatever he's got going on. And it's always an experience, but I've always noticed the smell in those is horrible. To me. Could be a pleasure to others. And I understand that. We're all different. But he's a nice guy, and we really enjoyed it. And so how this all connects and what you don't know is this, buddy. Last week, Russia tried to land on the moon with they call it a soft landing. I would imagine you'd want every landing to be pretty soft when you're landing on a big old ball of cheese like the moon. But anyways, they soft land on this little booger. They wreck. Russia wrecks. Nobody really even knows that this is happening. I mean, Russia's at war with Ukraine. America's sending all the money and all the efforts and all the money and back money and then the weapons and the money to Ukraine to fight Russia. Meanwhile, Russia's got one pecker on Ukraine, but it's got another pecker on the moon, and he's trying to get over to the moon, buddy, and it's dropping little cheese graters down onto the moon, and it wrecked. And I thought, that's funny. And what was really funny about it is, guess what it was doing? Russia was trying to land on the moon, on the south pole of the moon, because scientists believe that there is water on the south pole of the moon. There's lakes, water, and resources and minerals, and what they're going to use it for, supposedly, is a refueling station for people who go into space and then want to travel further into space, like go to Mars and shit. Well, guess what, buddy? That's exactly what that show's about.
Really?
It's exactly what that show is about. But that shouldn't freak you out. What should freak you out is the next thing I'm going to tell you. This should bother not only you, James, but the audience, because I know you don't know this. Do you know what happened yesterday? No, today, Wednesday. Today. India landed on the moon. India put a Sinclair gas station for jets to refuel at, for scientists, astronaut people to get rollers and bagged chili to float around, listening to a man say, "Hey, boss man, astronaut man," as they float through the front doors of the ding dong saying that they're 6 foot, they're going to be floating in. India got there. India, with all of their mathematics and their pi and, the tigers, and they got diamonds. India is on the freaking moon, buddy. They landed on the moon at the South Pole, and they're going to get in that lake, and guess what they're going to do? Put a gas station there. And I was thinking, geez, that's crazy. But then I was thinking, I bet America, not to boast, I don't care. America's space program could be the garbage, and I know nothing about it. Remember, anytime I speak, it's coming from somebody who barely runs a taco shop in Oklahoma. I'm an idiot. Moving forward. I was thinking, I wonder if America... Because what do you think of when you think of India? If I say India, what do you think? Don't get racist either. What do you think of? You can think stereotypes. That's okay. You know no better. What do you think of? Convenience store. That's very. That's
their apparel that they wear, like their jewelry.
Their jewelry.
Yeah.
A lot of big jewelry, I would say.
Yeah.
You might think of Aladdin.
Like their faces painted.
You might think of like face jewelry.
Yeah.
You might think of a lot of times people think of yogurt when thinking of Indian people. They like to put yogurt on their foldable sandwiches.
I think it's squash.
Like a thick rotten tortilla is kind of what a lot of their people will eat in a gyro form, like a gyro, gyro. You've heard of those. Anyways, what if Americans think of them as convenience store owners? And what if American NASA people treated the Indian NASA, so the IASA, whatever they are, you know what I mean? What if NASA treated India basically like, well, we'll get you what you need to get up there, knowing that India will get there and build the best refueling station? You don't want to send, what are you going to do? Send a Floridian up to, what are you going to have at a Floridian gas station? I tell you what you're going to have, buddy. You're going to have that soap that those people eat people's faces after they eat, the bath soap stuff. That's what a Florida gas station has. It's going to have porno mags and bath soaps for people to eat. And diesel fuel. Fill it up. And if you need it to light on fire, put some methane in it. That's what they're going to have. It's Florida. Gator bites. Have a gator bite. Dip it in that chili right there. That's Florida. So what do? You say, no, send to India. That's what they did.
Yeah.
So, God bless them. That's the good people of India. They're good, man. They're cow people.
So
sacred cow.
Did you email the Indian astronaut thing place? Ask them if we could put a OK Taco there.
Well, we got to find out. I don't know what's going on out there first.
Well, I'll go to the gas station.
Let me tell you. You want to know a crazy story?
Yeah.
Okay, this is true. This has really happened.
What recent?
Recent. All right. Did you know that India landed on the moon today?
No.
Fucking wake up, man. Yeah, wake up.
Well,
we got people on the moon out there. We got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Indian style, up on the moon. We got people up.
Burt Reynolds.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire up there right now. We got, oh, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful little cow people up there. They love the cow, and good. I hope they put Got Milk up there. Little udder fellas. But
it's utterly good.
It's utterly. That's a big ball of cheese for an Indian.
Yeah.
If the moon is made of cheese, there's a couple Indian astronauts that are very happy right now.
Got some crackers.
Oh, they got that pita bread. They're hummus in there, digging their foot in there, making some hummus.
I don't like hummus.
Paprika on that shit. Anyways, listen to this story, okay?
Yeah.
Peru. Heard of it? It's a country. For the sake of conversation, let's just say it's southeast of here. Seems right?
Yeah.
Just quite a ways.
West.
Could be west. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Peru is Peru, right? And Peru's got people in it. People live in Peru. People love Peru. They're Peruvians. They've lived there for a long time. It's their whole life is Peru. So if you were Peruvian, you've been born in Peru, I think. I don't even know if they're called Peruvians. That's what I've been calling them.
They call them probes.
Or probes. But you were born there. You wouldn't know no different. You wouldn't know about America. You'd only know what you read about and probably not great stuff. And you would just be a Peru person living in Peru. You'd be Thick James of Peru. You know? You'd have different idols. You'd have a whole different life. You'd have a different diet. You'd have different hair. You'd be a Peru person. Okay? But they are people. And there's a Peru village that was saying aliens was coming to their village. All right? Mm-hmm. They were freaked out by it. And then one of these aliens come in there and attacked one of the girls, a 15-year-old Peru girl, and cut her neck. And so the officials in the Peru Army and the Peru Navy, they got those too. We're not the only one with those. Other countries got them. All right? They sent them in there to investigate.
All they wanted.
Guess what it was?
What?
They said it wasn't aliens. We weren't sure it wasn't aliens, but it's not aliens. We don't know what it is, but we think it is. They think it is gold miners that are illegally mining gold that are wearing jetpacks to fly up a mountain. They think that there are little Peruvians running around Peru in freaking RoboCop / Iron Man outfits, zipping up mountains and getting gold out of them. That's what they think is happening. What's more believable? Do you think there's aliens attacking these people in these villages living on the mountains? Which to me sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
Except for the part when your answer is no, it's miners with jetpacks. Knock knock. Who is it? Peru. It might be 2023 in America. It's 1943 in Peru. There ain't no fucking jetpacks in Peru. We got guys that are barely hydrofoiling, which they're sucking water up their buttholes and spinning around on lakes and stuff. We don't even got jetpacks in America where people are zipping around. You would see a farmer, one of them Conway Springs farmers spraying their weedy crops or whatever. You would see a farmer zipping around on jetpacks with a big old backpack sprayer zipping around long before Peru miners get it. Okay? And that's not to be proud of this country. It's just the way it is that we've taken advantage of all other countries, taken all the products, made them make it for us, then we get to have it first. That's what happens. So Peru, when you go on who gets cool shit first, and I would put jetpack at number one of cool ass shit. I mean, sword.
Samurai sword.
Samurai sword.
From Dukan.
Probably pistol or gun. But even cooler than that, jetpack. Maybe invisibility cloak. You get an invisibility cloak. You can freaking. That's awesome.
Like there's people that came today.
Yeah. I mean, they're out there, buddy, but I'm saying Peru, you better watch out. If you got Navy people coming to your village and saying, don't worry, it's just coal miners with jetpacks, now's the time to get out of Peru. Now's the time. This is a hurricane warning coming from a taco shop in Davenport. You're not getting a hurricane. You're getting either space people or Peruvian miners with jetpacks. Both are bad. So I'd say probably head up to India, dude. They're doing great with space.
Or I think there's Purdue people.
Purdue Boilermakers?
I think they want our Twinkies.
Yeah, probably right.
We now get. I'll look it up on Amazon. Maybe you can about getting a jetpack. Fly around Davenport. We'd get home fast.
Would you even okay? You wouldn't do it.
What?
You wouldn't get in a jetpack.
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, even if you went to a fair and there was a man with a mustache just standing there guessing people's weight, and you walked by and you walked by and he said, "What would he say?" About
Hey, sir, you want to try my jetpack?
Yeah, try your jetpack. First, he'd guess your weight, and you'd be like, "No." You probably weigh what, like 130, probably.
Yeah,
145. You probably guess that. Then he'd say, you'd walk away. He'd be like, "It's $5." You'd be like, "I'm not giving you $5 for that. Getting my weight wrong." He's like, "Oh, do you want to fly my jetpack?" And you'd say, "No, I don't want to do that." But then a kid comes over and gives him $5 and flies in the jetpack. And you watch the kid do it. The kid seems like it's really easy. And then a woman, a woman. You know what I mean? A woman. She flies the jetpack. It's way past your bedtime. And now James's turn. Are you okay? Are you able to stay awake?
I don't know, man.
I know, it's 8:45, man.
Yeah.
It's late. We'll go early. We'll do a quick show tonight.
Just read.
Okay, I'll read your stuff.
They laugh.
We got James's list for the show right here, guys. We got TV time. Which is something you want to say about TV time?
Yeah, it's just when the children are here, they use the TV, right?
Yeah.
But use that, and then when If they're done with it, they either leave it on or just turn the TV completely off. Then I see TV off. I turn it on and start watching the show. And then I leave for 5 minutes. And it's back to their shows again. And it's all week except all week. Except Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Would you like to watch something different than whatever the hell they're watching?
Yes, adult shows.
Yes. Okay.
I have several.
All right. I don't know how to help you with that.
I know.
I would probably say, as your uncle, I am taking the remote, and we were watching what I want to watch. If you don't like it, you're welcome to leave and go do something else.
Okay.
That's all you have to do.
Okay.
I'll try to pick something that everyone likes, but if you don't like it,
Well, I'll pick the shows that you and I like.
it's fine. It's fine. That's all you have to do. Bike riding. Oh, yeah. James has been riding bikes, guys. Look out, Davenport. Thick James is on 2 wheels. Yeah, we got the bikes over here. Probably long overdue. Should have had them sooner. Obviously, we've had all the signs pointing towards bike life. Damien rides his a bike over here every morning. This is the Wicked Witch. Wicked Witch of Davenport. He's got his bag of goodies and what he's got to show me in the morning. But, yeah, James is doing it now. He's got a basket on it and a big old BOD on there, big old bag of dicks. So it's good. It's good to see that you're out there. And I hope people, when they see you, support you.
They wait to me.
Yeah. And you're putting hurting on them tires on that. You got some skinny tires on that one, and you're putting hurting on those tires.
Well, I know. I put 60 pounds in it. That's what it says.
You hit a freaking curve, you're going to bounce to the moon. You'll be up there with India.
No, here's the thing. They're aired up when you, right?
Yeah.
The great pressure.
Yeah.
You know how to drive it? They're all flat.
It's like an air mattress.
They're all flat.
Oh, yeah. That's what it feels like. We probably get some new tubes. You remember back when we used to need bike tubes?
Yeah.
God. Seems like we needed a lot more bike tubes than most people.
Because they put holes. We just use knives to put holes in them.
I'm just saying it. I got a lot more bike tubes as a kid than I give. You know, as an adult. I don't give enough. I bought 1 bike tube. And I remember getting a lot more bike tubes than that.
I wear my helmet.
Yeah, he's got his helmet on. Yeah, high schooler ordering. What's going on with that? Did you have trouble with the high schooler ordering?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, they're just being cool, man. Sometimes you got to read cool. You know, it's a little rough on you.
You got to enunciate your words and quit talking to amongst each other and talk to the guy taking the order.
Yeah, that's tough.
If you go, so we should have just gave him.
I know you have.
We should have just gave him a combo deal.
She was sitting in the hot sun. What's that about? You are a smoker.
You know?
I mean, if you're gonna be a smoker,
Just think where
I'm sorry, man. Now I'll tell you this though: you go to Peru or India, you can still smoke indoors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it is cool. You know,
they're thinking about my private space, and then they think of the outside.
well, yeah, you get out of here for your meditation and your nicotine. So you go out for your meditation and your addiction, which is fine, but then you also wrote on here weather, which I assume relates to sitting in the hot sun.
It does.
Yeah, because somebody fell on the button that said hotter than shit. You know what I mean? There's a button up in the sky that the weather, whoever the god of weather is, I mean, you got to remember, if you're a man of Christ, which I think you are, and even if you're not, I'll go on.
I'm Orthodox.
What?
I'm Orthodox.
Yeah, you're Orthodox. But you got to think God's busy. God's got all kinds of crap going on a daily basis. All your bullshit, all my bullshit, everybody else's bullshit. And we're throwing it out to God, and he'll put a lot of that onto Jesus. They're homeboys, mom, father, son. Then you got Mary up there. She's chilling, and she's taking care of the people, too. So We're sending all this shit up there. Prayers of all this crap. Oh, help me do this. And they're doing all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he's doing his best to field all these answers. He's reading, got James right here. Make it cooler, It's like, he gets this every day from Thick James. What does this one say? It's hotter than shit out here. And he sits there and reads them. Jesus, what's that one? That's for James again. Complaining about the weather. Yeah, weather. It's weather related. Somebody, and I know that God and Jesus are probably calling him every day, his department, the weather department. It might be our boy here in Oklahoma. David Payne. And Jesus probably called him like, buddy, you fell asleep. You fell asleep. You passed out on the button. These people are suffering out here. There is no air conditioner outside. And it's hot. It's the hottest it's ever been. When people are like, how hot is it? There's never been a heat like it before. It's never been hotter. This is as hot as it's ever been.
Is it because of the hurricanes?
No, man. It's because of frickin' it's got to be because of Biden, probably,
Biden?
No, it's... I have no idea what it is. I can't... I gotta imagine a big part of it, if it is human related, I would say it's consumption. If people want to sit around and be like, but why? Well, it's because we all need the stupid shit we say we need, and we all want it, and then they gots to make it, and when they making it, they're making a lot of pollution, and that is making it hotter than shit outside. And that's just one theory that I have about it.
I think that guy was right, though. He did say there's weird weather coming in this week.
I don't know what guy, David Payne?
No, they're like a customer.
Oh, yeah? Well, yeah, I don't... Weird as in hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird for this time of year, to be this hot.
It's August. It's fall. Fall, y'all.
Happy fall, y'all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. And it... I would probably say that just do your best, Don't... if you're going to try to make a difference, I don't know what to tell you. I'd say stop making so much trash.
I do make trash.
Or don't make trash and don't drive somewhere to get more trash. A lot of Americans' lives are probably doing that. What are you doing today? Going shopping? It's like, it's kind of for what? I don't know. Oh, you don't need anything? Oh, then why are you going? To get something to do. Yeah. I think there's a lot of that, and that's okay. I don't care. Or if I did care, I think it'd probably drive people crazy that care about stuff like that. Look at that. That's who that girl is. She went crazy. Greta Thunberg's.
Yeah.
Floated around the damn ocean. So, until it got cooler. So, and it was never cool to float in the ocean. You also got your addiction to fruit pies on here.
Yeah.
What's going on with that, buddy? Tell the audience.
I don't know. Just my previous job, there was a Dollar Tree, and I would get a Snickers and a fruit pie and an energy drink every day at 4:30.
Just as like a little treat, a little pick me up. Yeah.
Yep. And then back when I was in high school, I get a Little Debbie in a box. And they were a lot cheaper then. So I don't know how you go from 50 cents to 85 cents, and then $1, and then all of a sudden, $2.19.
Everything's getting high, bro.
And Conrad, make it better. It's not cherry; it's freaking apple.
Then you want cherry, don't you?
Yeah.
You like that?
So I'm just gonna boycott. I still go to the gas station, but I won't go in there for that.
Yeah.
I'll just go get me an Arbuckle.
Yeah, you go down and get you an Arbuckle pie down there. That's if you're gonna spend $2, you might as well get you an Arbuckle.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Cherry pies are. How long? I was just thinking, instead of Marlboro Miles or whatever, Camel Bucks, you might have made a killing had Little Debbie had a point system. You know what I mean? Like a Little Debbie dollar. There's a Little Debbie dollar out there, and you could collect dollars. and buy yourself a little Debbie floaty, or
Yeah.
get yourself
T-shirt.
a little Debbie t-shirt. It's like, oh, here's my fruit pie, and it's got little Debbie holding her skirt down or something. Because you are a little Debbie lover. You've supported them for
And
a
guess
long
what?
time. What about Hostess?
Yeah, they're even better.
Even better? They're the big talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Little Debbie. But they even have, the other favorite was zebra cakes. But all
Why don't you ever do, you have a passion for treats, right?
Yeah.
You're a treatment, right? You're Jim Treatment.
Yeah.
And you like to treat yourself to a little bit of sweets every now and then. Get yourself a Surge, kick it up with a Munster, maybe hit yourself a little Debbie and squirt down a damn cherry pie. You like all that. Sorry, Mothman.
Yeah.
But
Brett Mossberger.
you mean Brent Mothburger? Mothburger. That's a good one. Randy Moth.
Yeah.
You got any more?
Yeah.
Philip Moth from high school.
Conrad.
What?
I got a goal.
What?
Hope you listen, Mom. We gotta get
She's not listening.
that. I think we should get a jar and put the holes in there and put it all in moss. And then I'll go to Kansas, never just to drop off the moss, open it up,
Yeah.
and then leave, go to Dad's.
Oh, I don't think we should bring them back to her. That's where they're coming from, I'm sure. Anyways, what were we talking about? Randy Moth?
Fruit pies.
Oh, fruit pies. Oh, you being Little Debbie dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. You little prick. You should just be working. You should be a taste tester. That's a job. You know what? That's a job that I don't think artificial intelligence could ever take over.
I think I want to be a fudge pecker. I did a report on that, Conrad. Got an F.
What was the report?
Just pick a job you wanted to do.
Report of being a fudge packer. How did they fail you? What did you do? Misspell a bunch of words or something? That's a great vocation. A lot of people make their living packing fudge.
That's what it's about, back in fudge.
I do kind of remember that.
Those little squares of fudge just packed in there.
Oh yeah, I know. You can't just put it in cellophane. It doesn't. Comes in a vat. You gotta cellophane it. You gotta cool it, cut it, cellophane it. There's a lot to being a fudge packer. It's not just packing fudge. There's a whole business side, distribution. I mean, how much fudge are we packing here? You got storage issues, security, because that one kid fell in that fudge when we were packing it. We packed that kid into the fudge. Oh my, jeez. There's a lot to do with it. I think you get an A+ on being a fudge packer.
Well,
Who was your teacher?
I don't know. Miss Ames.
Ah, she was a fudge packer.
She's a cut.
She's what?
A cut.
A cut? I don't know what that means.
Cut. Yeah. I was
Tell
gonna
it
say.
time, man.
But, yeah. School.
Yeah, school.
Yeah. This one lady smoking a cigarette inside in class and drinking her coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
You're thinking of like a Simpsons episode or something.
No, she really did it.
Well, last thing we'll leave you with, I think, speaking of smoking indoors, the last time somebody owned this Airstream that we have parked outside in 77, I'm sure the people were smoking indoors inside that Airstream. You didn't buy an Airstream unless you were living a life of leisure, buddy, in 1977. And that meant smoking. And so I got this big vision, dream thing, and a lot of you who've listened or know or been around me know it, or parts of it. But in order to fulfill the building the Vision, then you have to have the parts. One of those parts is another Airstream, at least one. And we found one in Topeka, Kansas. So it's about 3 hours north of Wichita. And so, or Clearwater, where I was at. So I drove up on Friday night and then took my dad, who I told he didn't have to go with me. He had just driven to Kansas City the day before to get his other son, his car, and then come back. And so then he's like, I got to drive up there again. It's like, you don't have to go, man. You can freaking lay here and rot. I don't care. I'm going. And so I took him because he wanted to go. And then because he doesn't, it's not that often that we're not going somewhere when I'm driving that isn't already pre-planned. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. If I don't have to be somewhere and I don't know really where I'm going and it doesn't really matter when I get there, I'll probably take the longest, most circuitous, different route you'll ever go on.
That's like my trip.
I probably get it from you. But, yeah. So if I'm driving up to Topeka and I don't know, I just got to be there in the afternoon sometime, I'm just going to take off and look at something and go look at this town and go drive over here. And I used to do that. I've always done it if the time allows. If I have any time that is free to roam, I guess. I call it free. What is that called in video games? Open exploring, free roaming, free roaming. Open range or whatever. I'm zipping. Are you all right?
It's moths and bugs are getting me.
Oh.
I just killed it.
So anyways, I take off and we go to Canton and I show him like a couple different towns and then I show him stop in Palexico, Kansas. Go drive through that, which is a cool church in town. We get up to Topeka. Transaction goes as smooth as it can go. In fact, the guy and the lady are friends now on Facebook and probably fans of the show, maybe. So, hi. And they gave us a great deal on the Airstream, and it was roadworthy at least. It's all gutted, and I drug it back down to Dad's, and then... But here's the issue. I didn't realize my air conditioner went out on the red truck, and it's about 185 degrees. And my dad, the joke's kind of still going on that he doesn't eat and he's dying. Not really joking, more pretty serious. Just doesn't eat and he might be dying. And we've been trying to get him health care and he doesn't have money or whatever. And the money he does have is gone the moment he gets it, all that kind of stuff, the pressures of life that everybody has, except for one where you're not hungry anymore and all that stuff. And so...
Butterscotch.
I got him his butterscotches and we took off. And... he turned in like a cat by the window trying to get some air, and the sun's coming in 500 degrees and I'm just aimlessly driving around these little towns. I did feel bad because I didn't take the shortest way to get there, and we didn't take a vehicle that was comfortable at all. And so he basically just sat in the hot sun as a melty man, a stickman, for 6 hours. Which isn't funny, I guess, but I laugh because if you have to laugh about it, because why not, But I brought him back, and, we were in good spirits. We had a good trip. We saw a lot of cool stuff.
Did you get Dad some rollers?
And I put him on the way back. I clipped him to the windshield wiper and used him as like a blade. I used his legs as because it was raining a little bit, I used his legs as like a windshield wiper blades because he's just cut right through that wind. His little legs are perfect size.
Yeah.
So they're getting pretty down there. He's looking like Slender Man or whatever. So
Total Gym.
Yeah, he's looking like the actual gymnasium equipment of a Total Gym, like the sticks that Chuck Norris works out with. If we spray painted him black, Chuck Norris would be over there riding on him. So. Anyways, got the Airstream down here. We're going to work on, once it's not so hot, we'll get out there and start doing the next step that we can do, and then just start taking it little steps at a time, little baby steps like the movie, and eventually Bob will get there. All right? We'll get to the end.
Was that it with Bill Murray?
Yeah, with Mr. Bill Murray, that pervert. So,
What was that pervert today?
which one?
That motorcycle guy.
Oh, yeah, he came in yesterday.
Hey, I haven't seen that woman with the larger carriage that was on the back of the motorcycle. I used to work at the gas station. I haven't seen her for a while.
You know, drifters and grifters, buddy. They get out there.
But there is a couple opposite sex that is attractive.
Oh yeah, we got James still here,
Then-
single
then-
and ready to mingle. Everybody. So.
I had to delete that out.
Oh yeah, too many hot chicks trying to get you.
Nope, even worse.
What men?
They're gonna try to charge us.
Oh yeah, they're gonna try to get your money. If
They're
you
gonna-
want to get love, they're gonna try to get your money.
Yeah, I said no, can't do this.
We'll get you one. So if you're out there and you know somebody that is a good person who is rich and nice, and that's about it. Rich and nice would be the first two things, probably, right?
Yeah.
Hot. Rich, nice, hot. Good with grilled cheese sandwiches.
Good with dealing with making hamburger helper,
Hamburger helper.
the beef.
Oh, yeah. If you're making beef helper, baby, and you like getting your feet rubbed at night by somebody's mouth, let me introduce you to Mr. Thick James. He'll suck on your toes till you fall asleep, girlfriend. You get weird with people's feet?
No, I
Yeah.
like people's feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're a weirdo. All right, so if you're looking for a foot weirdo or somebody that just likes eating hamburger helper and making whistles out of the noodles once he sucks all the gravy off of it, give my man Thick James a email. So with that being said, guys, thank you for listening. Have a great day.
Have an okay
Hey,
day.
India, great job. I don't know if anybody's told you from Oklahoma yet, but you did a great job. You're on there, man.
I'm gonna go get some gas.
That's it. You made it. You've done it. With that being said, from the moon.
Pie.
Hello there, boss. Have an okay day.